Wow, wow, flawless. Guys, I played it perfectly. Are you ready to rock out with your socks off? This is the power of 1 million exploding stars. My name is Stuart Alexander Lehman-brown. Jimmy Page is the soloist of the day, and this is a Stairway to Heaven guitar solo. Have I mentioned that I hate guitar solos? But what I hate even more than playing or listening to guitar solos is teaching guitar solos. Let us begin. Standard tuning. Guys, I need you to play the 7th fret on the 3rd string from the bottom with your ring finger, and then take your middle finger and your pointer finger and put them right behind your ring finger on the same string. We're gonna bend this note, so we wanna have all 3 fingers there to control the unbridled energy of this string. You're gonna play the 3rd string from the bottom, and you're gonna bend it a lot. What I do on this first note, because I'm a bad boy, I'm a rebel, Pee-wee. No, Dottie. I messed up the quote. Okay, guys, I used up all my energy. Forget it. You don't want to get mixed up with a guy like me. I'm a loner, Dottie. A rebel. That was the quote. Pee Wee Herman. Paul Rubens himself, creator of the Rubens sandwich. I turned off the distortion because it was too noisy, it was hurting my ears, and also I didn't want my neighbors to get mad. People of the world, friends and relatives, please play the 7th fret on the 3rd string from the bottom, grab hold with 3 fingers. Like I said, play that 3rd string from the bottom. Oh, the loner rebel thing. When I play that first note, if I just go like this, I feel like a wimp and a half. So instead, I go like this. And it sounds way worse, but it's way more fun to do. I'm just muting all the other strings, and I go a big ol'... I don't know. It's fun, guys. It's fun. It's fun to make big dramatic movements. So you play that note, and you bend it, and you hold it out for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just do a nice big slow bend. Guys, there's lots of bends in this song, so if you're not familiar with bending, I don't know, you're probably screwed. But here's my advice for you. Make sure that you keep pushing the string against the frets basically as hard as you can as you slide it along and bend it. You are not allowed to let up any pressure from your fingers, must maintain full pressure at all times. After the bend, we're gonna do this little minor pentatonic run. I'm gonna show you the A minor pentatonic scale really quick because it is a crucial part of this solo. Would you please play 5 on the top string, then 8 on the top string, then 5 on the 2nd from the top, then 7, then on the next string play 5, 7, then on the next string play 5, 7, then on the next string play 5, 8, and then on the next one play 5, 8. So that was 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. That's not what he doesn't, in the solo, he doesn't go... But he uses that combination of notes many, many times. So if you are not familiar with that scale, it might be a good idea to practice going all the way up the scale and then go all the way down the scale. Just do it in reverse. Notice I'm using pointer finger and pinky and then pointer finger and ring finger. A minor pentatonic scale. Okay, on with the solo. We just did our bend. Hold it out for 4 beats. Then we're gonna start on the 5th fret of the bottom string, and you're just gonna go down several notes of the minor pentatonic scale. Watch, we play 5 on the bottom, then 8 2nd from the bottom, then 5 2nd from the bottom, then 7 3rd from the bottom, then 5 3rd from the bottom, and then 7 3rd from the top. So that was... Now, I do believe that he does some pull-offs. I believe he goes... where instead of plucking each note, he's playing 8 and then just flicking his finger off to 5, just so he can get a little bit faster. I'm gonna tell you that it is my personal belief that if you feel like learning this solo is gonna be a struggle at all, maybe just do it really slowly and don't worry about the pull-offs right away. Maybe you just go bang, bing, bang, bing, bang, bang. You can add the pull-offs later on. Guys, we're gonna do the bend and then the bing, bang, bing, bang, bing, bong. 1, 2, here we go. And 1, 2, did you hear me play the total wrong note? Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Binky, binky, binky. Great job. Okay, after you play those notes there, so you're on 7 on the 3rd string from the top, just jump down to 7 on the 3rd string from the bottom, play 7, 5. Then on the third string from the top, play 7, 5, 3. Guys, we have just completed what I call the first chunk of the solo. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chunks total. Phrases is probably a better phrase for it. Frasier Crane. Cheers, Friends, The Office, naming sitcoms. I don't want to do this tutorial. And then so in the comments, I would like you to say, then why are you doing it? Don't do that. That's mean. I'm doing this for you. Don't say, why are you... I'm procrastinating. I believe if we break it down into these 6 phrases, these 6 chunks, it will be very digestible. All right, let's play the first chunk all the way through. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Banky, binky, 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 bow. Then you hang out on this note. Guys, let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can give it a little wiggle if you want. It's kind of fun to give it a wiggle. I know what you're thinking. Uncle Stuart, this is so slow. This is so painfully slow. It doesn't sound anything like the solo. The quickest way to be fast is to go as slowly as possible. That's not quite what the expression is, but my point is, if you go really fast, you're gonna mess it up and it's gonna be embarrassing. If you go slowly with me, you will get frustrated and you will give up. So I think that you should do it slowly for all of these reasons. Okay, second chunk, you guys. Please play 12 on the third string from the bottom and give it a little bend. So I have kind of a weird way of doing this. I use my ring finger to play 12 because then I can get my other 2 fingers behind it, give it a little bend. Then I use my pinky to play 13 on the second string from the bottom. And I play that 13 twice. So it's bend, 13, 13. Then I switch to ring finger on 13 so I can have my other fingers help because we're going to bend it. So I go... See that? I'm going bend on 12 with the ring finger, then pinky, pinky, ring finger bend. Let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ba, 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 ba. 1, 2, here we go. Great job. You just bent the 13. Bring the 13 back to normal and play it again. Then play 10 on the second string from the bottom. Then with your ring finger, play 12 on the third string from the bottom, give it a bend, and then play 10 on the second string from the bottom. Here's what we have so far for the second chunk. 3, 4, whoop, bend, Guys, give it a try, we're doing so great, whoop. Okay, so now we're on 10 of the second string from the bottom. With your ring finger, reach up to 13 on the second string from the bottom. Then we've got this fast little lick that goes. I love this part. You play 10 on the bottom, then 13 on the second from the bottom. Then with your pointer finger, play 10 on the second string from the bottom. Slide to 8. Then with your ring finger, play 10 on the third string from the bottom. Then play 8 with your pointer finger on the second from the bottom again. And then slide up to 10. So check it out. That was 10 on the bottom, 13 second from the bottom, then 10 second from the bottom, slide to 8, then 10 on the third from the bottom, 8 second from the bottom, slide up to 10. Let's practice just that part. We'll do it a few times. We're gonna go. Go for it. Oh. Hey. Guys, that wraps up the second chunk. Let's play the second chunk all the way through. Are you ready? You're not? Because you forget the first part of the second chunk? Well, I'll help you with that. It was 12 on the third string from the bottom. We're going... A little bit slower. Here we go. and whoop. Great job. Let's play the first two chunks together. 1, 2, from the very beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bang, keep down, to down. Here, sorry, I kind of threw you under the bus there with the second chunk. I sort of acted like we were about to do it, and then I pushed you out of the way, and I jumped in. Third chunk is the longest and hardest. Guys, get your mind out of the gutter, please. Go back to 7 on the third string from the bottom with your ring finger. You're gonna give it a quick little bend. Then with your pointer finger, mash down on 5 of the next 2 strings and play second from the bottom, and then the bottom. So that was... Beautiful. So we go bend 5, 5. Now we're gonna do some more minor pentatonic nonsense. You play 8 on the second string from the bottom, then 5, then 7 on the third from the bottom, then 5, then 7 on the third from the top. So here's what we just did for the third chunk. It was... Play it with me, karate chop Rochambeau. One more time, not for the pencil. Okay, so we just ended right here on 7 of the third string from the top. And then you just kind of pivot your ring finger down onto the 7th fret of the third string from the bottom. Play 7, 5. Then on the third from the top, play 7, 5. Then play 7 on the second from the top. And then back to 5 on the third from the top. And then 7 on the third from the top. Wow, that was bad. That was bad news right there. Look, guys, there's a bunch of 7s and 5s. What do you want me to say? Okay, watch my fingers. Watch this. We play the 7, bend it, and then 5, 5. Then second from the bottom, 8, 5. Third from the bottom, 7, 5. Then 7, third from the top. Then third from the bottom, you play 7, 5. Third from the top, you play 7, 5. Second from the top, you play 7. Third from the top, you play 5, 7. Whole little, that's the first half of the chunk. We go. Let's try it. Good luck. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Guys, I'm doing great. Okay, then there's a tiny itsy bitsy little pause. Then you're gonna play 5 on the third from the bottom, then 7 third from the top, 5 third from the bottom, 5 third from the bottom again. You know, that's what we just did is really, that's kind of like the third chunk. We're gonna call that chunk 3A, and then in a minute we'll learn chunk 3B. I don't know. So let's play chunk 3A. 1, 2, here we go. One more time, Rochambeau. Are you ready for chunk 3B, guys? I would like to point out, while this chunk, like I said, is a bunch of notes, it's very long, very hard, okay. But it's pretty easy to play. It's just like pointer finger and ring finger bouncing around on 7 to 5. It's hard to keep track. Okay, so then chunk 3B, you play 5 on the third string from the top. Then you're gonna mash your finger down to play 5 on the bottom string. Then play 8 on the second from the bottom. 5 second from the bottom, 7 third from the bottom, 5 third from the bottom, 7 on the third from the top. So that was just some more of that minor pentatonic scale stuff. Look. Fantastic. Okay, great. Now on the third string from the bottom, play 7, 5. Now third string from the top, play 7, 5, 7, 5. So we just went boom, banky, 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 binky, binky. Let's do that. Karate chop Rochambeau. Boom. Only one more note left in chunk 3B, and that last note is 8 on the second string from the top. Give it a tiny little wiggle. Shall we play all of chunk 3, chunk A and chunk B3, C3PO? Let's play chunk C3PO. 1, 2, Star Wars Karate chop Rochambeau. Let's play it from the very beginning, and then we'll go on to chunk 4. The worst is over, I promise. 1 and 2. From the very beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, bend. What's too fast? Okay, we'll slow it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. You're doing such a great job. How should you practice this? Well, you can just play along with me. You can play it very slowly by yourself. But what if, when you're practicing it by yourself, you get the rhythm all mixed up? How do you know that you're doing it right? Well, here's what I recommend you do. Go to a place called YouTube. If you just go to Google and search for YouTube. Then you go to Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin featuring Jimmy Page. And then you pull up the official audio for Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. You go to settings, and I would start off by doing 0.5 speed. And then you can work your way up to 0.75, and then 1. And then try to get it up to triple speed. YouTube doesn't even do triple speed. I'm procrastinating again. The thing is, I dropped my pick. I don't know what to... Chunk 4. Chunk 4 is my favorite part of the solo to play. Guys, we just ended on 8 of the second string from the top. Using your ring finger, I would like you to play 10 on the second string from the top, but immediately slide up to 12. And when I say immediately, I mean like you're basically going to start sliding before you even play the note. Just goes... Then you're going to play 10 on the third string from the top. And then with your pointer finger, play 10 on the third string from the bottom. Notice I'm just like, with my pointer finger, I'm got like this, and I just smash it down. Then play 12 on the third string from the top, and then 10 on the third string from the top. So that was slide, boom, gap, and boom. Then play 12 on the second from the top, and then 10 on the second from the third from the top. Then with your ring finger, play 12 on the third from the top, and then slide up to 14. So now we've got 2, play with me. 1 more time. Fantastic. Okay, we just made it up to 14 on the third string from the top. Now play 12 on the third string from the bottom. Back to 14 on the third from the top. Back to 12 on the third string from the bottom. Then play 14 on the third string from the bottom. Then on the second string from the bottom, play 13, 15. Then play 15 again and bend it. So that was like this, guys. Here we go. You're doing great. Go back to just normal, not bent 15 with your ring finger and have your pointer finger sitting on 13 of the same string, and you're going to do 2 pull-offs. You play 15, pull off to 13, then go back to 15 and pull off to 13 again. So it's... Then with your middle finger, play 14 on the third string from the bottom. Then with your ring finger, play 15 on the bottom strings. I recommend you get your pointer and middle to grab onto the bottom string as well and give it a big old bend. So now that little thing was 2, 3, 4. Whoop. All right, let's review what we have of chunk 4 so far, and then we're going to add a few more notes. So we're going to start back from the slide. 1, 2, here we go. And how'd you do? Great, fantastic, amazing. Am I giving enough positive affirmations? I don't know what an affirmation is. Is that what I meant to say? I meant to say, am I supporting you enough? Guys, do you feel supported? You have my full and unconditional support at all times unless you do something bad. If you turn into a killer, I will still wish the best for you, but I will not support you in your unfortunate life choices. Okay? I think that sounds fair. So after you do the big bend on 15, you're going to bring 15 right back to normal, unbent, play it, then play 13 on the bottom string, then play 15 on the second string from the bottom and bend it, and then bend it back, and then play 13, and then play 14 on the third string from the bottom. So that was... Okay, are we ready to play all of chunk 4 together? I think we must be. We have to be. We have no choice. 1, 2, start from 10 and slide, boom. Okay, we have 2 more chunks, you guys. This next chunk is interesting. This next chunk, chunk number 5, is just this. Over and over and over again, 10 times to be specific. Guys, put your pointer finger on 13 of the second string from the bottom. Go ahead and play that 13th fret. Then keep your pointer finger there, but put your ring finger on 15 of the second string from the bottom and bend it. And then bend it back down. And then pull off to 13 without plucking the note again. So that's 13, 15, bend, bring it back, pull off. Let's do it at this speed. Let's go. Do it with me. Oops, I messed up. 2 more times. Were any of you playing it with me? I felt like I was playing it all by myself. Okay, after you pull off to 13, then with your middle finger, play 14 on the third string from the bottom. That's the whole chunk, guys. It's just ba, ba, ba. Then it starts over. Ba, 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 ba. Let's do it that speed 4 times in a row, and then we'll do it a little bit faster. 1, 2, here we go, and 2, 3, 4. All right, we have to do it 10 times total. I knew that was gonna happen. I had to put my pick down to do the 10 with my hands, and then my pick rolled right off my leg. Let's do it 10 times this speed. Let's go. 1 and a 2, and here we go. And I know what you're thinking, Uncle Stuart. How in the world do I count 10 of those? It's so hard to count and do it at the same time. I don't, well, is it though? I don't know. I have a hard time counting to 10. What I do is I count to 4 twice and then 2. Okay, this sounds convoluted, but for me it helps so much if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I don't know. Is anyone with me? Is that easier? Is anyone still watching? After you do that 10 times, that is chunk number 5. We're on to chunk number 6, the final chunk. Then you go up to 15 on the bottom string and you give it an epic bend of epic proportions. Then you play 12 on the bottom, then 15, then 12, then 15 second string from the bottom, then 13, then 14 on the third from the bottom. So that was bend and 12, 15, 12, 15, 13, 14. Then on the second string from the bottom, you play 13, 15, 13. Then play 14 on the third from the bottom again. Then play 13, 15 with a bend on the second string from the bottom. Check it out. Bend. 12, 15, 12, 15, 13, 14, 13, 15, 13, 14, 13, 15, bend. Then while you're bending that second to bottom string, put your pinky on 15 to the bottom string. Play that. Then, while it's still bent, play the second string from the bottom again. Bring it back to normal. Then play 13 on the second string from the bottom. 14 on the third string from the bottom. Now, I know I really rushed through that last chunk, but I think that's okay because nobody's watching anymore. Let's play chunk 6 all the way through, then we'll play the whole solo all the way through slowly. 1, 2, chunk 16, and bend. Boop, bang, boop, da, boop, boop, bip, ba, boop, ba, boom, bam, bam, bip, bow. Okay, whole solo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! I was upset because my glasses didn't fall at the right time. I was also upset because my fingers are in pain. I was also upset because, I don't know, because I was thinking about when I used to go to high school. I was also upset because, I don't know.